So I'd love to be able to save you some money. I did some things with my dad, and I've already shared about how we made this table, and how we, this is screws, babe. We used a AC condenser pad, and it's what they put underneath your AC unit outside. And if you have any local HVAC companies, they throw them away. So once you get a new AC condenser unit put out there, they take the old pad and they throw that away. Mine are quite dirty, but you'll get the idea. So this was a larger piece. If you had to buy these, they're between like $50 and $70. This is a complete one here. So this entire huge square, 36 by 36, and they're about 3 inches tall. And we turned this one into a table by putting PVC legs on it. And you can make that adjustable then, but I like that I can transport it easily. Radish. And so what we did is we cut them down. And so this one I turned into two different platforms because I love Kato. But it's just a little bit spendy sometimes. And, you know, with DIY people, we can take something and make it a lot more expensive and take more time. But if you can get these for free, it's the way to go. What I did for this one, you can see the grid on the bottom. So you just take it to one of those grid ends and you would just cut it straight down. So that's what I did here. I don't know if you can really tell. You can see the pieces that were there. So I just took a vibrating saw and cut it all the way down, and then I just sanded the little bit that was left over. And that creates a nice surface for you. One of the things that I didn't like about the Kato that I wanted to adjust was I wanted to have pads on it so if I could have front and rear foot targeting. And what I did was I got this really heavy industrial Velcro, and there's no need for that. It's too much. It was just in my parents' place, and so I just was able to use that. It does work nicely. So this was an old rug that one of the dogs chewed up, and so it's just an entry mat with a rubber backing. And so now I'm using that to cut pieces out of it to now put on top of these, and I'm just Velcroing these down. But it does make it nice if you use the industrial for that, because the rug itself isn't super sticky, but it's enough for what I'm trying to do for this. So I just put the textured side, is this the loop side, I would guess? The spiky side of the Velcro on this piece, and I just put these down, so they're not real super stuck yet, but they will. I just got to give them a little bit of time to rest. And then you can just put this onto here. And what this was is I went to Walmart with my piece of Velcro, and I walked around sticking it to different surfaces, trying to find what it would stick best to. And I found that it stuck best to this rug. It's a large rug, area rug from Walmart. It was like $15, I think, maybe $18. But I knew I wanted to cover this, and so this will allow me to cover this table and this one and this one. What I was doing was using yoga mats, and then I was using upholstery tacks. So those upholstery tacks, I used those to stick the yoga mats onto these, and that works great. But I wanted the versatility now to be able to have paw targets. And so that's what I'm working on now. And so to put this rug on, I used these screws. And so you can call them a washer head screw, or they're self-tapping, which makes it nice. You don't have to pre-drill, you just drill right in. Washer head or truss head screws you can put in. What's nice about them is they have the big wide end, so I just screw it straight down. And you might ask, well, why don't I just glue it down? Well, I'm kind of hard on things, and so I don't want to have to like glue this down and then need to replace it later. So I'm just kind of thinking ahead that I can just screw it down and be fine. It's fine for my purposes here, and I can always trade it out. Like now I can put my yoga mat back on it or whatever I want, because I already changed my mind as I went. And then I just made these guys, and it sticks nicely to it. So I've got the rubber back mat. This is sticking to that side. The rubber back is now on the top side. It's sticking enough for what I need to do. And now I can adjust this, and I could do like my front foot target up here. And then depending on the dog, I can then put it, whatever distance they need in the back. And now I've got my rear foot target, so I can adjust it for each dog because I have 4 different dogs of different sizes that I'm training right now. And then the other option I have, as you can see, it sticks nicely. Oh, sticks so nice. Like I said, I just put this on there. What I'll actually use is some glue to glue this down. That sticky back Velcro I don't think is ever really good enough. But again, I was just doing this really fast to kind of make this. And in this one, I'm going to cut some more of this rubber mat to put on top of these. But these are nice because I can put them the length on the sides. And then depending on how wide the dog is, especially with Radish, she's got some problems with her hips right now I need to strengthen. And so she's wanting to put her back feet too close together. So this will allow me to kind of teach her to keep her legs wider. And they don't have to be straight, like they could be angled or just whatever you need. But, you know, this isn't a new thing. It's just showing you that some options of what you can do with stuff. And then bonus, you end up with a really nice retrieve item at the end from the rug. So anyway, I love the Kato boards. If you can afford them, buy them. Enjoy it. If you want some versatility in the size and the shape of things, and maybe save a little money if you can find these boards for free, maybe this was helpful for you. But that kind of lets you see, you know, the different sizes and ways that you can cut this. So you can cut these into small squares, you know, whatever you want to do. But I can get, out of a board this size, I can get 2 full-size boards. So that's kind of nice. All right, I hope that was helpful.